DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, in a continuing series we'll be looking at Spooky University 107, which was already in March. It was questions to ponder. What was your favorite trip and why? What was your least favorite trip and why? Where would you most like to travel? Okay, favorite trip. I mean, we've just done a trip to Africa, but I wouldn't put that as my favorite trip. It was an unbelievable experience, but I wouldn't put it as my favorite trip. I think that overall, you won't be surprised when I say that, my favorite trips are to Ireland. I love going to Ireland. I really do. But one of my favorite trips, without a shadow of a doubt, was going to Missouri and meeting up with my best YouTube friend Tweetness and her family, and we were together with Mrs. DC. This was pre-geocaching days, so you can imagine what it would have been if we'd be there now. Yeah, so that was certainly way up there, yes. But as a general rule, I love going to Ireland, as you know. Now, what was the other question related to that was, what was your least favorite trip? I think it was certain business trips. One business trip which I liked in a ways was I went to Riga, so in the Baltic states. And what happened is that once I was there, I mean, of course, nobody spoke. That was not very long after the communist regime changed and everything, but the hotel was still full with people. It was a lot of Russian people. But the problem is that once I got there, I don't know if it was because I didn't try to pay them or what, but they said I didn't have my room for the whole period that I was there. And I said, what? But I said, we've reserved it for that whole period. Well, they say things can change. And I was under a certain amount of stress that all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere in this country I would be without a place to stay, and it was full, and it was not always the friendliest place at times. I say at times. There was still a lot of corruption and graft and so on. And it finally did work out, but I got into situations where they gave me a room and somebody else had the key, and the room that they gave me was not really my room. It was somebody else's. When they finally figured that out, the day that I was supposed to not have the room anymore, the room was locked, but that was not the case. Finally, it was a whole bunch of things like that were really actually quite stressful in that respect. But so that was one. Another time was basically running after planes and stuff like that, storms and different travel in America actually, and propeller planes and so on. So least favorite trips. Where would you most like to travel? If I had to go someplace where I'd like to go, I'd probably like to go and visit New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand would be nice. But that probably won't happen. I mean, you need a lot of money to go there, and retirement's coming up. So, we'll be probably saving for things to do with the grandchildren. Yeah. So, that's about it, I guess. Now, I'm talking about trips actually as an adult, because, I have spoken about trips as children before, or as teenagers, and they are, I'm going to say, in a class on their own, but I kept it as trips as an adult here in this one. Okay, Spooky University 107. And let me see, we're going to get off of that one. Take care.